Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, I'm excited to bring you the full release party of Commander Quest, this excellent roguelike deck builder strategy game that we've been playing since the demo and through the playtest and now the full release. This game is so much fun to play, and I'm really excited to put together a run here today. Now, one thing I do have to call out, right, is like your profile does level up and it unlocks things and adds things to the game as you play more. I've only managed to do a few runs with my full release profile, right? You should see my demo profile. It's all beasted up, but unfortunately, that does not carry over. So we're going to be starting with a bit of bare bones here, but that's all right. Bring it on. So let's begin. Smash the like button if you're excited about the full release party of Commander Quest. Become a subscriber if you are new here. Now, thank you so much for spending some time on the channel today. Now, let's rock and roll. Alright, so we're going to go with the Human Civ, Richard the First. I think I want to do a Cav type deck, so let's see, Francesca or Lion's Roar. Let's keep the Francesca on. Let's go with the 3 Lions flag, and we'll go with Richard the First. Let's go. Alright, so Eternal Return. Let's see what we have for our opening little buff here. So, 1 random card, 150 gold. Could gain a random rare relic, but lose 20% of max health. I like rolling the dice. Let's do it. Alright, Horn of Plenty. Gain 1 mana every 4 turns. That is tremendous. We'll absolutely take that as our opening relic. Let's go. Rise from our slumber. Let's take a look at the map. What do we have? So obviously they redid this map, right? It looks a lot more detailed and filled in, which is quite nice. I'm targeting these campfires here, and also any wacky work slabs that we see. I'm not seeing any of those, but I see a campfire here, and then it looks like we can actually go from here down to here. That's probably going to be the path. Yeah, so let's go up on the top track, hit this event, campfire, elite fight, campfire. Elite fight is a relic, of course, as well. So let's go, top track. Let's make it happen, Richard. See what you got, buddy. Retired Farmer Orc. All right, so that's definitely a new one. All right, looking good. Now, obviously, Richard is all about the cavalry, or at least the kit that we're trying to put together here is all about the cavalry. Cavalry aren't going to do good against the spearmen, so let's avoid them. But get the cavalry on the top lane. Get on that orc farmer quickly. Get some archers on the bottom to help support. Because, yeah, our boys lost that fight. Our militiamen, that is. Let's go. Archers, take him out. You bet. We're on that orc farmer immediately. Looks like he's got some rogues on the field. These guys are stealthy and fast. Let's get some archers to try to counter him. Actually, I can just counter him with this. Yeah, why even bother? Let's go. Get in there, archers. Take him out. He's almost down. Retired Farmer Orc. Gotta wonder how he found himself in these lands. Got some gold. Got a card. What do we have? We got the Militia Shieldsman, Militia Drill Instructor. Grant +2/+2 to militia units when summoned. When they are summoned, that is. And that's an influence type, so as long as he remains on the battlefield, it'll buff up our militia. So, I mean, it's decent. It's decent. Strategist. I mean, the Shieldsman is pretty good as well. And he's cheaper. I think I'll go with the Shieldsman. Actually, no. Let's go with the Drill Instructor. Alright, let's keep rolling here. Another fight, more cards, more good things. Alright, the Village Vigilante Leader. Alright, so he's got a bunch of militia. Well, I think our light cav have something to say about that for sure. So let's do it. Let's get the drill instructor out there. Hopefully he's nice and slow, because we want to summon militia behind him, right? Like, that's what we want to do, because they're going to get stronger. Alright, nice. So here we go. Let's take a look. Alright, they're all buffed up. 6 attack and 3 health. Which is great. Let's go. Not so bad. Let's see what the improved militia do against the regular militia, and they do a good job. Alright, so let's get some archer support on the top lane. In fact, let's just axe these guys down. Boom. Alright, very nice. We take them out. Way to go. Powered up militia. Alright, so what do we have? We have Sacrifice. Mental Onslaught. Deal damage to all enemy units equal to twice the number of tactics cards in your hand. Now, I don't have any tactics cards. Well, I've got 1. Actually, I've got 2. So that's actually a real good one to get. It's nice and cheap as well. Yes. Pretty good early rarity for our cards here. Let's pop on into the event and see what we have. So we can copy one card. Interesting. I mean, I really like it. Let's copy our cavalry, probably. Or mental onslaught. Do we copy that? Do damage to all enemy units equal to twice the number of tactics cards in your hand. So it's got to be in our hand. Not in our deck, but in our hand. Let's copy the light cav. It's our most impactful card. I think it's going to work. And into another fight, you bet. Alright, so we have the title claimants. The Huskarl graphic there. Alright, so these guys are actually going to take this long path down this way. They're shielded, so archers are not a good solution. Cavalry would be fine. But we can also take the direct route right here with the cavalry. To just tear through these supplies quick. These guys are going to take a while before they actually get home. So let's throw the cav right there. Of course, we do have a copy of the cavalry card. So let's load up the top lane. Get some quick DPS on the boss. Let's go. Alright, so he's got some archers and some spearmen now. Alright, well, let's do this then. Let's use this first. Strategist, draw 2 cards. Think we can certainly do it. That's a supply card. I have 2 tactics cards in my hand. This is actually going to do 6 damage, so this counts as a tactics card as well. So this is actually a really good time to use it. So let's do it. Boom. Look at that. Just scuttle the enemy forces. You love to see it. Let's get the drill instructor and then an amateur militia. Come on in. These guys are, of course, all buffed up. Under the leadership and tutelage of the drill instructor. Weaken. Okay, so he's going to weaken my forces. That's alright. We got light cav on the top lane. Just a direct route. Just main line right to the boss. Absolutely. Way to go, boys. Alright, so we have this. The mysterious tentacle dish. When used, gain 1 faceless 1 for the battle. That could be useful. We'll see. Let's get a card, though. Pull teeth. Wow, we got another rare card here. Reduce attack damage of the ally commander by 10. Gain 2 mana. Draw 3 cards and exhaust. Does cost 10 life points to use. Could do Rain of Arrows, which is another tactics card, of course. Or the Tribal Merchant. It's a decent option because it gives free mana. And if we can enhance it, this card becomes free. At least as far as the playtest and the demo were concerned. So it's literally free mana. Not the worst. I mean, Pull Teeth it's good. I think you kind of have to do it. The benefits of it just simply outweigh the other options. So let's go to the campfire. Let's enhance a card. And what do we have? I want to see Mental Onslaught. So triple the number of tactics cards in your hand. I mean, that's pretty darn good. How about you? +3/+3, okay. Pull Teeth gets cheaper. And doesn't completely eliminate your retaliation. Light Cav just adds more to the stack, which is actually beneficial to what we're doing here. I think we go Mental Onslaught. I mean, triple the number of tactics in your hand. At the very least, it's going to do 3 damage to all enemy units on the field, which is excellent. Alright, so events, and then we got to slope it down, take on this elite fight, and then another campfire. That's where we're going. Alright, so go all the way. Get 3 random curse cards. Gain the relic box within a box within a box. Which does what? Gain 1 mana. Draw 1 additional card each time you draw a curse card. Can enhance 1 card for a curse card. Now we can go into the shop and eliminate the curse card from our deck. So I think it's definitely worth it. So let's do it. And we get a free card enhancement here. Well, I guess we had to pay a price for it. I think I like the Light Cav. Adding more to the stack. Pretty durable unit overall. Solidifying Will is another good one. Comes nice and cheap. But let's go with the Light Cav. Might as well get them both enhanced, actually. And let's see what curse card we got. Harmful Spirit. Unplayable. Volatile. Okay. So it just takes up a draw, basically. Is all it does. Not very impactful. So let's go with this event here. Let's see if we can get something decent. Change 1 card. Okay. I mean, this is certainly an option. Let's change a card. Can I change my curse card? No, I cannot. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to change out? I think the archers are pretty impactful. Let's change out amateur militia and see what we get. Boom. Give me something good. Hey, how about this? Another light cav. Tremendous. Works with our deck very, very well. So we have 3 light cav cards, which is pretty insane. I definitely need to get that pasture clearing, whatever that card is that reduces the cost of cavalry cards. Let's go with the relic. What do we have? Give me something good. Peppermill. 5 health to your commander each time you consume a food. Increase your commander's attack damage by 10. Sounds great to me. Can help offset that pull teeth. And into an elite fight. Alright, what do we have going on here? Okay, so we got this guy. So this is actually a challenging battle if you don't kill him fast enough. Because he's going to just incrementally add more of these squires. And they've actually got some pretty good durability. I could start things off with the tactics card. I love the idea of going bottom shelf with my cavalry to just pound through this quick. But we don't really have that flexibility, do we? So I think we do mental onslaught. I could throw the axe, but let's go with some archers on the top lane. They should be able to maybe take those guys out, maybe. Let's get some militia on the bottom lane. Let's see how they do. One more shot. Excellent job, archers. All right, militia pounding away on the barricade, and we should have a light cav coming up. We certainly do. We have our improved version. I almost think you got to go top lane with those guys. We're going to outnumber them. Lots of expensive cards in the hand right now. Yeah, I mean, we got to win the fight. We can't just let them freely run at us. So let's go ahead and Francesca the lot. Do a little damage, and maybe the archers can take out a few. They sure can, and cavalry got the charge. Very, very strong unit is the cavalry. Now you see he's got 3 of these guys here. Harmful Spirit does get drawn into our hand. Pull Teeth. I mean, we will draw a bunch of cards. I think it's probably the way. Let's do it. All right, some more light cav. The answer is yes. So let's go bottom shelf. Top shelf. Get some archer support and some militia support as well. You bet. Let's go. Cavalry, lead the charge. Alright, these guys do get through the barricades, and it's going to be a party at the mathematician. Alright, more light cav. The answer is yes. Boots of speed. Get on in there. Let's go. Alright, this guy never stood a chance. You bet. Alright, so we get a random relic from that, which is excellent. We get card biscuit. Draw 3 cards. Quite nice. See what relic we get. Gamble a 4. At the start of each turn, if the total mana of drawn cards is 4, gain 77 gold. If it is not 4, lose 13 gold. Kind of random, but I kind of like it. And let's get a card. So, War Treaty. We use 1 additional time this turn. If you think about that paired with Mental Onslaught, right? I kind of like it. Spark Catalyst, another tactics card. I mean, it's a damaging card. That's pretty good as well. But using Mental Onslaught twice, just think about it. The answer is yes. Alright, Campfire. Choose and enhance 1 card. Okay, so, let's see. What does this look like upgraded? Becomes nice and cheap. Definitely an option. Otherwise, we could get another light cav upgraded. That's the way I see it. Let's go with War Treaty. I think it pairs really well. And into another fight, and then another campfire where we can probably get a light cav upgraded. Alright, so we have the Centurion. This guy's going to throw his great swords out on the field. These guys are a challenging unit, area damage, and they're also armored. But I think our light cav can do pretty well against them. But I probably want to send some light cav top shelf here to start breaking this stuff down, because these towers are going to shoot, right? So let's get some archers in the back and see how well the archers hold up. Maybe they can take 1 or 2 out. These guys are slow moving, which benefits me. Rain of arrows on the archers. Yikes. All right, war treaty. Here we go. So this is what you like to see. You can do war treaty, mental onslaught to do 12 damage broadly. I like it. Boom. And boom. Boom. All right, very nice. All right, so it's got 18 HP left. I can get all 3. Let's do it. Why not? Help support our cav a little bit more. All right, the first watchtower falls on the barricade now. Keep going, light cav. All right, more great swords on the field. We do have a response in the light cav. I think it's useful, but we could also throw the light cav on the top shelf here and just continue to pummel that lane. Let's buff them up too. The hope here, of course, is that we just pummel them before these guys really get home. We'll almost take them out. All right, war treaty. All right, light cav. Got to be the response on the bottom shelf here. War treaty. Let's go. Yeah, these great swords actually hold up pretty well against our light cav. However, a few do remain, and got some of these guys on the field, but we can mental onslaught, which is great. So let's do that. And let's light cav on the top lane. Should take him out. You bet. All right, 36 gold, and we get a card. What do we have? Side path search. Draw 1 random cavalry summon card from your draw pile. Reduce the mana by 1 and exhaust. A supply card. Sounds great to me. Sounds like it fits our deck perfectly. All right, campfire. Enhance card. You bet. What does this do when enhanced? Choose. Okay. So really, I mean, it just gives us the light cav card and reduces the cost. I think it's good. And I think enhancing our light cav card is probably the way. Excellent. Now in versus Shaw the Reclusive. All right, so this guy, you have to take him out quickly. We don't really have ambush cards, which I think works against me, so we have to push this lane pretty heavily. And it looks like all of the... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, it looks like all of the encampments aren't here in the full release, but sure enough, they are. Okay. So I think Mental Onslaught really does us wonders in this, because it's going to attack all of these longbowmen, right? So that's actually really good that we got that. In fact, War Treaty, we could use it. Use Mental Onslaught, but then I'm not going to have enough mana for... Because this will take these guys out, yeah, easily. It'll actually take out the great swords too. Wow. I mean, I think you have to. Absolutely. And then light cav on this lane. Start breaking down some walls. Let's go. Alright, he's going to weaken. Traces of the rush. So this is another cheap light cav. I think we have to do it. Get him on this lane. You bet. Solidifying will. I could do it. Otherwise, what are we looking at? A drill instructor. Let's solidifying will. Make him stronger. Break through the barricades quicker. Let's go. Alright, barricade down. Great sword encampment down. We have pull teeth. Do I want to do this? Let's hit those guys quick. Let's pull the teeth. Might as well. Siege tower. I think we just continue to overload this lane with light cav. Siege tower is not really going to do too much, man. This is not going to. But I've also got... I could use this biscuit. Let's do that. Let's consume it. What do we have? More light cav, you bet. Another mental onslaught. It's going to do 9 more damage broadly. There's not many longbowmen on the field, so let's do the light cav. Continue to just overwhelm the lane. Let's go. Alright, nice. Great sword encampment down. And this guy, of course, gets reinforcements, so we gotta watch out for that. Got some raining fire arrows. Yikes. More light cap. I think it's the response. So let's keep going. Boots of speed, you bet. Just rush right on by. Break down the walls. Break down the guard towers. More light cap. I mean, mental onslaught, I think we gotta use it this time. Take out all those longbowmen. And more light cav on the bottom lane. Absolutely. Gotta kill this guy, and it's down to 50% HP, which is great for us. He's gonna weaken broadly. That's alright. Military drill instructor, archer, and militia. Empowered. Alright, let's keep going. 26 HP left. Gotta get some more cav on the field. Light cav. Boots of swiftness should probably get the job done. I think you gotta do it. Let's go. Light cav to victory. In fact, if you want to help them archers along as well, you certainly can. Alright, more flaming arrows coming down. Should be close. Let's get some more light cav out there. And let's toss an axe at you guys. Boom. Alright, get him. Nice job. Shaw the Reclusive, down. That's the first time I beat Shaw, got the achievement. Let's get a relic. Alright. Mysterious bookmark. Gain 1 mana for every 3 times you shuffle your deck. Replace all cards required resources with health. Interesting. Like, that's really interesting, actually. Increase the number of units summoned by 1 when summoning units. I mean, we got this Horn of Plenty, which does good things. For every 3 times you shuffle your deck. I mean, that paired with this is pretty good, but I also like the red notice. Units summoned by 1 when summoning units. So that will give us 2 drill instructors, right? I mean, I think probably have to go with this one. This is also, like, that'll make for an interesting run. If you can find a way to keep your HP high, it would actually be pretty interesting. I think this one's really good. But I think this one is probably better for what we're trying to do here today. So let's take the red notice and grab a card. Alright, so we got Owlbear. Area damage 2 multi-strike. What is this? It costs 3? It's a 1 stack, 100 HP. Now imagine that with the red notice, right? We'd get 2 of them. Altar of the Fallen. Ethereal Body units. Final Banquet. Draw X card. Set their mana to 0 for this turn. Cannot gain mana next turn. Okay, so you're really paying it forward with that. I think you got to go with the Owlbear, right? Multi-strike. We have ways to buff up his damage. He's got 100 HP, and you get 2 of them. Area damage. Yes. Little expensive, but we'll certainly see. Alright, so lose 20% of max health. I think I'm okay with that. Alright, the Priest Breastplate. Reduce the mana of summon cards that summon only 1 unit by 1. Okay, so that actually, red notice works against us big time. Jar of Fire. I mean, let's take it. Maybe we can get some benefit from it. Doesn't seem like we will, but maybe if it doesn't recognize the red notice, maybe. Otherwise, it's just kind of a throwaway. But moving on here, we do have the Wacky Works Lab. We've got 2 of them. Can only get 1, though. What else do we have? Okay, so we definitely want to go bottom lane. Campfire right here, though. So I could go with this one, go boom, 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 and then this campfire. I think that's the lane that we got to take. So let's go 2 events here. Maybe pop into the shop. Wacky Works Lab. Event Relic. Elite Fights. Campfire. Let's do it. Boom. Alright, Bearded Warriors. Artillery Captain Andric. Well, he's gonna find out. The power of the Owlbear. I mean, do we do it? Got War Treaty as well. I mean, I think you kind of have to. See how they do against these shielded foes. Wow, look at these guys. The Owlbear. Never heard of such a monstrosity. Very slow moving, as you might anticipate. Looks like the ballista does get on him, but look at this area attack damage. I like it. Alright, Traces of the Rush. We could use it and get 2 light cav on this bottom lane. I love it. Let's do it. Owl bears, though. How about that? Just doing disastrous things. We take control of the ballista, and I told you this guy was going to find out. Except for he takes out a good fleet of my cavalry. I don't love that too much. But I think this guy's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Absolutely. Party at the boss. And the owl bears lead the way. Alright. Aggressive investment. Gain mana stone until your hand is full. Exhaust and retain. Cost 5. Cemetery. It's a base card. Start of each turn, gain 1 ghost card, which is a free summon, essentially. And then Rogue. It's a free placement card, which is useful. I don't really like aggressive investment. Let's go with Cemetery. It's a base card. It's useful. You can play it early and get benefit all battle long, essentially. An unavoidable trap. Get out on your own. Lose 50 health. Lose all gold you have. Remove 3 random cards. What? Lose all the gold? Ah, come on, man. Lose 50 health. I mean, there's ways to get it back if I can, like, get a bandage. I think I want to save my gold, so I guess. Take my HP, man. But get out of here with that energy. Obtain 1 curse card, Sadism. Obtain a random ring relic. Kills 1 ally unit after using another card while in hand. It's unplayable. I mean, I definitely have to get rid of it. I think we can win the few battles that we have to win until we get to that shop to remove it. But we get a random ring relic. These are actually good. Diamond ring. Choose 1 base card from your deck when obtained. Man, I really wish I had that pasture clearing card, but looks like Cemetery. We're going with the Cemetery. And we can actually, we just have to have 1 fight with that curse card in our deck, and then we can get rid of it. Alright, so Owl Bear. Do we start with the Owl Bear again? Let's play the Cemetery. These guys are a little concerning. What is a move speed? 3 and 3. But they also have good range. So I've got to go Cav top shelf here. I have to. These guys are shielded. So let's go with the Cemetery, I suppose. And let's hope these guys don't get home. Otherwise, it's going to be a short run. And they almost get home. They really almost do. Okay, so now we're kind of in trouble. Just a little bit. Got 26 HP. We do have increased attack damage. This is going to push them back. Okay. Well, let's see if maybe we can use the pushback of the Francesca. Richard, hang in there, buddy. Okay. So that wasn't good, but we kind of had a bad opening draw. Too much expense. Alright, so now we have this. Kills 1 ally unit after using another card while in hand. Okay. We got 4 mana. This is where we have to capitalize. So let's get the ghost down first, probably. Let's do the ghost because it's free. Can go light cav, probably top lane, I'm thinking. Light cav top lane. But let's play it last, though. And let's go with something like that. Gotta hope that the cav can simply just get home quick enough. And they do get home, certainly. Mental Onslaught, this is a useful time to use it. Drill Instructor. Yeah, I mean, you gotta go with the Drill Instructor here and the Ghost. Let's go. Cavalry, do your thing. Alright, 4 HP remains on that guy. Hanging in there, actually winning that fight, though. Alright, light cav. Gotta take him on the top shelf. Got the Ghost. And the Archer. This should result in a victory. Especially with the Cav's ability to get home here, and you bet. Alright, we gotta find some healing for our boy Richard. Healing Spring, restore 5 health. Bandage Plus, it's a free use. Otherwise, the Barracks. I mean, this is really good as well. Of all ally units except for the commander at the start of each turn. I gotta go Bandage because we're limping. It's the enhanced version as well. So let's get on into the shop. Looks like we got a discount on trash service here today. Get rid of this. And what do we have? Tribal Chief, Ghost Knights. So this is cavalry, actually. I think that's a great one to add to our deck. Can't really afford much else. Could get this Fortune Cookie of Summoning. Gain 1 mana and deactivate 1 random summon tile at the start of each turn. It's a base card. Interesting. Costs life. Ghost Knight, yes. I think we gotta go with... I mean, this is super useful. Because it gives you a free summon, essentially. Can be used in a pinch. Let's go with it. And into the Wacky Works Lab. Alright, choose 1 summon card. I mean, to the Owl Bear. Imagine if it did more damage. Could also mess around with my Light Cav. I think the Light Cav are perfectly strong as is. So let's do the Owl Bear. Equip it with the shield. Increase attack range. Increase health. Increase attack damage by 1. Range attacks by 3. I mean, it's obviously very, very durable. His attack range is already decent. Health by 5 isn't really going to make much of an impact. Attack damage will. I mean, it effectively doubles the attack, right? I think we could probably go with attack damage. Attack range is kind of compelling as well. Either that or we give him the shield. I'm trying to think of like what type of ranged units do we see kind of late game. I think equipping it with a shield is probably the best option. Reduce health by 10. That's not really a big deal. Reduce attack damage by 5. That would be crippling. Grant exhaust. Which wouldn't be the worst either, because it's so expensive. Let's reduce health by 10. I mean, I'm fine with that. It's got 90 HP. Alright, so now we're going to go up to this campfire. Let's hit up the event first. Play with life as if it's nothing. Alright, so remove 1 enhanced summon card, gain the relic leaf decoration. Every deploy effect activates twice. Remove 1 modded summon card, gain the relic the remnants of creation. Every last will effect activates twice. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything for me. So let's refuse to sacrifice anything. Taking cards from my deck, man. Get out of here. Relic, yes. Alright, Paper Airplane. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to the enemy commander at the end of each turn. Interesting. Eagle Feathers. 1 additional protection each time protection is granted. I think Paper Airplane's fine. Pairs strangely with Mental Onslaught. Maybe we can find ways to whittle down the enemy commander. Do we take on the elite fights? I mean, we gotta. Let's see what it is, though. The Returned Necromancer. Okay. So this guy has Charging Knights, yeah. These guys are scary. Like, super scary. Okay, so. I think light cav top shelf is the way to go. Start things off here. But then we have these shield bearers. We actually need to throw them center. It's rough not having 4 mana to start with, right? Let's go cemetery. Alright, gonna take on the statue. It does pretty good damage, actually. Alright, so here's these guys. Gotta be careful. And then these guys as well. Again, gotta be careful. So I think Owlbear top shelf is good. Francesca. Let's get some ghosts in the middle. Francesca to take out these guys with their super long range. Have to. Let's go. Owlbears. Show us what you got. The Owlbear is the solution to the charge. It simply just is. Alright, so we got more shield bearers coming mid. Got the Ghost Knight. Each time this card is used, increase the number of units summoned by 2. Interesting. Well, let's put him in the mid. Let's get some Boots of Swiftness on our Owlbear. Just want to make sure that we're good. Let's go. Owlbear, get all juiced up. Nice, look at that area attack. Alright, so it looks like we finally did win in the middle. The statue's gone. We got some of these guys coming. I think I have to be really aware of where the ranged units are, because Richard is hurting. So let's throw this. Boom. Let's use the bandage immediately. Got some light cav. Think we can send them mid. And Ghost top shelf. Let's go. Alright, nice. The light cav just get home and do a tremendous amount of damage. Owlbear is still hanging in there. Mental Onslaught. This will do 3 to all units on the field. It's going to take out these guys. Actually, no, it doesn't. How about Traces of the Rush? Yeah, definitely. Let's go double light cav middle. Ah, never mind. Ghost Knight light cav. That was a miscalculation of mana management. For your boy there. Let's go. Yeah, see, Owlbear is just doing a little bit more damage would be nice. We do have damage buffing abilities, though, so maybe I can look into that. Can they handle one more rush from these guys? It feels like they probably can. So let's go light cav mid. Let's send a ghost here just for a little bit of distraction. Got to use this on you. Archers mid, let's go. Alright, these guys get through. Owlbear, take them out. One Owlbear does fall, but not in time. The Necromancer goes down, and the Owlbear, I'm really liking it. Garlic Steak. Increase the attack damage of ally units within a wide range. That's not so bad. I mean, base card. I can discard this. Actually, the faceless one. Let's get rid of him. Let's take the Garlic Steak. Grab a relic. Rusty Nail. Doubles the health of ally structure units. Well, it's not very good for us. Mechanic. Okay, we have the Huskarl. A very capable unit that is. Preaching Vice. Huskarl is a great addition to the deck. Kind of a beefy unit. Let's get on into the campfire and, of course, enhance. So let's see. Ghost Knight. Makes him dirt cheap. Okay. I mean, I like that as an option. Huskarl, what do you look like? Increase attack and HP. Same cost. Owlbear. He gets 2 attack. Okay. I mean, I think you saw it in that last fight. Like, the Owlbear is incredibly durable. But even if you just double the attack damage, right? Like, it's going to make him that much more effective. Traces of the Rush. Okay, allows us to choose. So the way I see it, it's either Ghost Knight or Owlbear. Gain Ghost Plus. Okay, Enhanced Ghost. Let's go with the Ghost Knight. Mana management is kind of tough with this deck, given we routinely just have 3. And let's see, I've got an event or a shop. I've got 51 gold. I gotta go with the event. Remove all curse cards. Obtain the relic Curse Stone. Increases allies' units' health by 3 for each curse card in your deck. I mean, we have the one that's pretty non-invasive, right? So plus 3 health for all allied units in your deck. Yes. That's excellent. Makes everything more durable. Great. Alright, Campfire. Enhance a card. Could also restore health. I think we have to enhance. And probably the Owlbear. We're going to need him in this next fight, which is against a giant spider. Let's see if we can do it. I've got the bandage, right? So we can just keep using the bandage. So let's go. The Keeper of the Volcano. Alright, let's rock and roll. Alright, chubby spiders with 40 HP. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. And then these guys, just basic spiders. Alright, so Traces of the Rush can get us a real cheap cav card. I think you got to start off with that. Got some light cav. Nice and cheap. Otherwise, we could start this off by pulling some teeth. Draw 3 cards, gain 2 mana. I think you probably should. It does hurt the HP, but I need to play around with some more mana. Like, I've got to get units on both lanes. You know what I mean? So, Huskarl and archers on the top lane there. And let's go with it. Alright, let's see how the light cav do against these chubby spiders. Pretty effective. Of course, these guys restore all health at the end of turn, which is frightening. Owlbear bottom lane. How about the bandage? That's excellent. I think you gotta go Owlbear bottom lane. As our cav just gets swallowed up, but that area damage. Alright, very nice. Let's keep going. Alright, so Pale Light is going to give invincibility to his units. Mental Onslaught. Invincibility. Yeah, so bad time to get that. That's for sure. Let's buff up our Owlbears with this. And let's put you all the way back. Hopefully the turn concludes before these guys get involved. I mean, for the most part, it does. Got Owlbears doing combat. Parasitic Command. Alright, so these guys have to be taken out. Of course, spiders spawn in its place, but I'm okay with that. Light cav. I think so. On the bottom lane. Let's do it. Amateur Militia on the top lane. Light cav will help with the DPS. Alright, nice. We're winning on both lanes here. Paper Airplane. More Owlbears. I mean, I think you get Owlbear on the top lane as well. Absolutely, why not? What a card the Owlbear is. I'm not sure if it's new or if it was in the playtest and demo versions, but I am... Consider me impressed. We'll just put it that way. Alright, Mental Onslaught. Now's a great time to use this. Boom. Watch these spiders wither up. Let's go Light Cap bottom lane. Something tells me the Volcano Keeper is not going to be hanging around for too much longer. Wasn't sure how far we'd be able to take on just a level 5 human file with just 2 runs on it, but we're actually doing pretty good. Alright, so Light Cav top shelf. Ghost Knight bottom shelf, and let's go. Volcano Keeper taking a lot of damage and getting all bloodied up. Looks like the owl bears do eventually fall. Got to be aware of these guys. Got to take them out. So let's throw the axe. Mental Onslaught. I mean, it's kind of like, why not? Does a little bit of damage. And let's get the Huskarl on the bottom lane. The slow-moving Huskarl. Nice, these chubby spiders get sucked in. 32 HP remains for the boss. And let's see. Owlbear, bottom lane, probably. Or maybe top lane. Let's go top lane with them. Huskarl gotta win this fight, and then you got more coming. Owlbear's that nice area damage, man. Alright, got the paper airplane coming in every turn. Boots of speed. Could also buff up the damage, but this lane is in trouble. So I think what we should do is... let's get some units on it then, huh? You gotta just hold out there, Huskarl. Do the best you can. Hold out. I need either another Owlbear on the bottom lane, or maybe some Cav. These guys do get buffed up. That's not good. Alright, more Owlbears. I like it. Could also do this, but it's of low impact. So let's go Owlbear bottom lane. I think. Yeah. Absolutely. Owlbears get stuck on the archers. Not ideal. Like, really not ideal. However, looks like they're getting home, which is good. Let's throw the axe. Boom. Take you out. Light Cav. Let's put you top lane, Ghost Knight on the bottom lane. Let's go. Alright, nice. The Volcano Keeper is down. And we got the achievements. It's the first time I've defeated the Volcano Keeper. Alright, a relic. So Sling. 1 mana each turn during boss battles. Mysterious Bookmark. So here's this one again. A really, really good one. Gain 1 mana for every 6 unit summons. I mean, every 3 times you shuffle your deck. For every 6 unit summons. I mean, if we summon 3 units in a turn. Every 3 times you shuffle your deck. So that means you work your way. I think Little Star is better. It's going to give us more mana. And how about this? Another Owlbear. You kidding me? The only thing I don't like about it is the cost, right? Otherwise, we have the Assassin, free placement, and stealth. I think we're going to need the HP of the Owlbear. Kind of a goofy deck we've been putting together here, but it's going to take us into Chapter 3. Lose some more max health, but gain a relic, or fully restore. I think at this particular point, we have to go with the restore. Alright, final chapter. Here we go. We're in the Orc lands now. Wacky Works lab right there. Elite fight. Campfire. Another Wacky Works lab. There's plenty of them. So let's see. We could go here. So interestingly enough, each path can only get 1, right? Like I can't get this one and this one. How about campfires? So there's one right here. I also want to take on some fights so we can keep adding cards to our deck. Potentially. So I think what I want to do is, let's go here, here, here. Event. This. Event. Campfire. Relic this. Shop. We might have some gold by then. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. So let's go. Alright, Vanguard Captain. This guy throws out just very beefy orcs. Like 27 HP on these guys, right? It's quite a bit. So let's do Cemetery, Ghost Knight, and Archer. Let's go. Ghost Knight. Let's see how you fare against these orcs. With the help of the Archer, it's manageable. It's not great, but it's manageable. These guys are shielded with the spear wall, so cavalry is not a good solution. However, the Owlbear just might be. The answer is yes. Let's go. Bandage. Don't need you anymore. Alright, owlbears. Do your thing. Absolutely. Look at that area damage. It's a thing of beauty. In fact, should we get you more buffed up there, owlbear? What do you say? Or let's run an owlbear on each lane. How about that? Could pull some teeth. Let's do it. And let's get you buffed up as well, owlbear. You're just doing good things for me. Boom. Absolutely. Owlbear, the MVP so far, for sure. And not to mention, it's going to have the HP to just stand in on the boss and do some damage. So, light cav, top shelf. Traces of the rush. Let's use it. Looks like we didn't have any cavalry cards available to use. Most unfortunate. But we're looking good. We're closing in on the boss already. Got some more area damage. Light cav with the support. Alright, mental onslaught. It's not going to do too much. Not going to make much of a difference. So let's go Huskarl and Ghost. Light cav, top shelf. They should get home. Didn't even need them. Perfect. Got some gold, got a card. What do we have? We have Scrap Iron Forge plus. Draw one card each time a card is exhausted. Ritual, gain 2 ghosts. Or Military Arts plus. Enhance all cards in your hand until the end of the battle. Amazing. That's a great one to get. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so this is where... So this guy's going to summon a little engineer or demolisher who's going to attack these. Each time it's attacked, it has a 1% chance to explode, dealing 20 damage to all units on the battlefield. So this might be a good Owl Knight or Owl Bear, excuse me, kind of battle. It just might be. Let's use the bandage. These guys are going to lose big time. Ugh. I mean, they're going to get one shot. But I don't really have any other great solutions. I think, unfortunately, we have to. We have to go Ghost Knight and Light Cav against the spears. Not ideal, my friends. Not ideal. But it has to be done. How about that? Procced off killing everything. Bow shooter. Okay, so these guys are ranged. I think the Owl Bear pairs up really, really well against most things, including a couple of archers. So let's do it. Owl Bear, get on in there. Maybe increase that speed a little bit too, huh? Do have the boots of speed. Reduce all damage received by 1. Okay, so these guys are ineffective. Until now. In fact, I should have probably used this first. But that's okay. Let's put you in the far back. Maybe we can get some benefit. Owl Bears, nice job. Alright, some more spear units. Let's see. Pull teeth. I mean, we could certainly do it. Draw a bunch of cards, get a bunch of mana. Let's do it. Traces of the Rush. Military Arts plus. Let's do this. Okay, a whole bunch of nothing. I guess I should probably check my deck to see if we have some cavalry in there before using it, but that's okay. Huskarl, I think, pair up really well against these spear units, and then kind of have to just throw the cavalry. I mean, it's a unit that matches up really well with what we're doing here. Not much you can do about it, right? Mental onslaughts. So let's do this. Let's do this and this. Boom. Alright, let's go. Party at the Marauder. Let's go. Huskarl getting home. Ghost Knights and their quick movement. You bet. Cavalry. You bet. Let's go. Keep on going. Make the final push right here. Absolutely. Party at the Marauder. Victory. Obtain a card. Ambush Calf. Doomsday Plus. Gain 1 mana and deactivate 1 random summon tile at the start of each turn. Gain 1 mana. And it's free. Ambush Calf is also pretty good. But this is our solution to get more mana. If you think about our Owlbear and how expensive it is, well, if we get Doomsday, it's free now. Doesn't have a health cost, right? So I think it's really good. Alright, broken incubator. Bandage. Yes. We got a self-ringing drum, granting +1/+1. Well, I think our light cav will have something to say about that. So let's go light cav and Huskarl. Use 7 cards 500 times. How about that? Let's use this as well. Yeah, get this thing down. Alright, so what do we have? We got some orcs. Doomsday. Yes. Just free mana. Pull teeth. I could pull teeth, but I don't think I necessarily need to. Let's go with a drill instructor, militia, and then ghost in the top lane. Let's go. Alright, light cav doing good things. Doing some combat. Rain of arrows on the light cav. And another one of these blobs. Mental onslaught. War treaty, could use it twice. I think that's the play. Boom. Alright, nice job. Light cav, bottom shelf. Yeah. Need that DPS. Ghost, help support the top lane. Let's go. Alright, so it looks like the top lane is where we have to push. Do I have a cav card in my deck? I do. So let's use it. Boom. So let's push top lane pretty aggressively. Ah, we can't because it's blocked off. Deactivate one random summon tile at the start of each turn. Okay, I see. So this is actually, if you don't win the battle quick enough, it's going to eliminate you. Well, that's not good. Okay, I did not consider that. I thought it would restore and then choose another one. You know what I mean? But I stand corrected. Okay, well, this isn't great. It'd be a good combo for ambush cards, right? But these guys are, of course, coming top lane. Alright, so it's a race against the clock now, really. Alright, so Owlbear. Ghost. You. I think we gotta use the garlic steak. Like, I think we have to. Let's do it. Could also try this and hope for a free placement card, you know? We'll see how this turn plays out. Do some of these guys get absorbed downward? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, so we've got to use this. I have to get a mana stone each time you kill 3 enemies. Yeah, this one is looks like this one's toast, man. Got another Doomsday card. Man. Well, this isn't good at all. It really isn't. Boots of Swiftness, I suppose. Light Cav. Ghost. Yeah. Yikes, man. What an interesting card Doomsday is. This is gonna really, really hurt Richard. Ouch. Gotta get home on the boss. Gotta take him out quick. And then I'll know the next time around. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no... we can't summon anything. Could do this. I think they should probably consider this Doomsday card. The fact that it's permanent is rough, and we learned a valuable lesson here today as our run does indeed end. Yikes. I mean, Doomsday, I suppose, it's fittingly named, and we learned a lot from it here today. So let's go ahead and return to the lobby and see what we unlocked. So we got Army of the Dead, okay? It's a supply card. Spawn 3 additional ghosts when you use a summon card. Okay, that's good. New relics. Okay, so giant cross. Gain 3 ghosts on the first turn. Decorated Shemshir. Grant 1 attack damage to all ally units on the battlefield each time you use 5 cards. Somewhat useful. Alright, very nice. So definitely learned a lot. Absolutely. Doomsday, just be very careful with Doomsday, I suppose, is the lesson here. But this has been the full release party of Commander Quest, one of my favorite roguelike deck builders. An excellent game. It's so much fun to play, and each run feels unique and different from my perspective, right? It's just like, it's obviously RNG dependent. It's kind of like, what are you going to get? What cards are you going to get, right? Our deck definitely changed complexion after we started getting those owl bears. We kind of went in on them, and then Doomsday was, of course, our end. But still had a lot of fun and still learned a lot, and if you did too, then of course smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you like Commander Quest, because you know, I just really enjoyed this game, and I'll be playing it regularly for sure. We'll be doing new episodes now that the full game is released and available. Definitely look for a dwarf run next, maybe, or maybe we'll try to get a little redemption with another human deck. I don't know. Kind of just hop on into it and see what the game gives you, and you go from there. That's what I like about this game. It's a lot of fun. So thanks so much, my friends, for spending some time on the channel today. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.